Wow. Oh shit.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Tackle made by Aude Aruna. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. But when
Get the fuck out of here, man!
TJ Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, my goodness.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. 3-19.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Wow!
And he'll bring it up here
This
to right
game
at the
is
40-yard
garbage.
line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Wow, I hit the home button.
Shy of midfield at the 48. Thielen with his first catch. It's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where
I
guys
wasn't
are
taking that
available
risk.
and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Oh, my goodness.
There goes Green, the 30. And he will take this
Oh,
one
my
home.
goodness.
It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot
sick.
on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves. On
man.
That. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But
I didn't know Danielle Hunter
it's
was
a
a
loss of
run
a yard
stopper,
there,
too.
and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Vikings after him,
Okay.
and they get there for the sack.
All right, man.
Danielle Hunter in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the
He has
year.
16
Rodgers
sacks
now after the sack, he'll lead the
in
pack up
6
on
games.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll work it
damn.
across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
That shit was like somebody. I saw on Twitter somebody had a potluck
A short
at
game
a
that doesn't get on the
Christmas
first
party.
down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They
Daniel
spelled
Carlson now for the Viking
lasagna.
field goal. From the right hash, this from 53.
Yeah.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Yeah.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build up. Now
Oh my goodness, this animation. And nope.
Take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball.
right, here we go.
But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
All right, now we can get back in this game.
1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down here as sack.
All right, this Daniil Hunter shit is getting ridiculous.
To bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
What?
That may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start the drive with Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
That's what we paid for you, Xavier Woods.
He had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this.
All right,
and
man.
he'll slide down to avoid the contact. For it, the decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Handoff comes to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw.
Give me that, man.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
Give me that shit.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken
This
down.
Daniil Hunter bullshit has got to stop. This is ridiculous.
Head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Set, green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Get out of here.
6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that.
Yo, come on, man.
Minnesota. A great
Same fucking play 4 times in a row.
And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Pressure coming
Really?
from the Vikings, and
Really?
they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter.
This
in
is
there
what
for
we
the
doing?
sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So we hit halftime with our visitors.
This
the
is what we
Vikings taking
doing.
the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our
I gotta know what the fuck is that?
Coach.
Dude's going literally running, walking around my right tackle. My right tackle isn't ass.
As well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken at the 3.
And of course,
he's at the 40.
perfect blocking.
20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. 58.
They go play action here on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off.
Man, I meant to freaking high point that. Whatever, man.
First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now.
whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Cook following the penalty. And a solid run.
The fact that you're able to change direction
8
so
yards
quickly on
pickup,
that play
and now they'll
there
have some options
is
on 2nd and
garbage.
short.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Gun. Over.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Give him 3 yards and a fresh
All right,
down.
pushing forward. That's what we gonna
Prime
do.
time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gun. All right, here we go. Green 39.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. It's Scarborough again. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On play action, now Rodgers out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Huh?
Oh, now he pulls it over. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys
So
out of your
I
pocket
can't fight
with
for
your
the
opposite
ball
hand while
there?
you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
That's Adams. Like, what the fuck?
A gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz.
Whatever,
Stopped that
man.
one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz?
I'm not.
A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your
I'm not
assignment, go
losing
to the
like
gap
this
you're
again.
supposed to
Like,
cover,
this is
and not be
ridiculous.
deterred by anything else.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no
I'm
gain
not.
on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Like, this
Perfectly
thing.
designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the
This
field
ain't
because they were
gonna
able to free up
happen
their
again.
linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3 down. 3 down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup
Same
there. It's 4th
fucking
down.
plays.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it hit?
The Vikings
Yo,
after it,
what
and they
is
get there
this?
for the sack.
Alright, I
Hunter
seriously, I gotta
for the
figure out what
20th
is
time
this
this
shit.
year as he
Because he's
continues
literally
what could
getting
be
the
a
same
record-setting
animation
season.
every single
Pass protection
time.
has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rodgers now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
Alright, Rodgers can't
Ended
throw
up with a
on the
solid game.
Now
run.
a shot taken on
Rodgers
3rd down,
can't
but
throw
it's
on the
gonna wind up
run.
incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Rodgers. And an alley to run. The
Wow,
Packers
and I
unable
pressed
to
the
pick
wrong
up the first.
fucking
And the
button.
Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Carlson now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it.
He's getting the same animation every fucking time. Got to be kidding me.
Now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Max North.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown. Packers. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown?
And I'm down 24 points.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
Go ahead and sub your players out.
It's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And on the ground they go with a running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo
whatever I'm
the
calling ain't working. Let's
and
run
just think
the
of
coach
what it's like now on the
suggestion.
sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games.
There he goes, left side.
This game is classic as fuck. I'm not even celebrating that. But I'll fuck the Neil Hunter. Let him get hurt.
Now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went, That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt
hip
like they needed the
bursitis.
football
He'll be
back.
all right.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Thank you.
Earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
That should have been wide open, but I don't know how he got
a nice safe throw
recovered on that shit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A give. This is Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
3 down. Check 26, check 26.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
No. Check. Patriot.
They run it again with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
At the end of the day, if Danielle Hunter doesn't get the same freaking animation 7 times in a row,
The chance of wasting this great starting
we
field
would have a
position,
game.
A real threat. This is 3rd and long.